Headed to my buddy Sully's house today to grab his dump trailer. I've also got to steal his truck because I've got a line on some hickory logs that my truck just won't be able to handle. You've seen my videos, you know I've got a baby tractor, but did you know that I also have a baby truck? I've got a Ram 1500 Eco Diesel. It's a little 3-liter diesel, no trailer brakes on it. So I cannot haul this load of hickory. Might be one load, might be two. We'll see what it turns into, but yeah, I've got to grab his truck and head down, so I'll bring you guys with me. So we've arrived. There's my stack of hickory right there, the foreground. One little problem. Yeah, my guy's not here. Didn't answer his phone. Typical of guys that I'm buying firewood from. Seems like they're not the most timely, organized people. But I'm hoping this guy shows up in the next 10 minutes. I'm a little early, but nah, he said he'd be here before me. So, but this is the rig. Not sure how much. It's definitely gonna be 2 loads. He told me he'd take one. But like I said, I'm not really sure what his word is worth. So here's a dump trailer and the sidewalls. We'll see what we can get in there. All right, my boy just showed up. It's go time. Never had a doubt, baby.
See why for
Puts more on the right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
can roll this one. I'll just roll this. That's what I was going to do at the beginning. It's just I can't. Right, and you don't want it to slam, hit your machine or something. This is probably heavy, I bet. Now push that up, you know what I mean? What do you want to do? Alright, so we're loaded. Put one strap over, call her good. We'll head home. That'll do. Alright, now a buddy of mine showed me some fancy trick with this. Don't remember it, but we'll give it a try. Alright, you pull the inside loop out. No, that's not it. Yeah, that's not it. That'll do. Got off the phone with Sully and I said, hey man, what's going on with your power steering? And it's been one thing after another with this truck, man. It's 19, it's got 28k miles on it, and he's trading it in. He's picking up his new one next week. He said he's had enough. Is that a Chevy thing? I don't know. Let me know what you think. You had any issues with your Duramax? What do you prefer? I got to get rid of my baby truck sometimes, so I'm all ears on suggestions for upgrades. But we're smooth sailing now, but hopefully the steering holds up. We'll see. yeah. Yeah, lawn's looking great. Lawn's looking great right now. Well, hopefully I can contain everything here. I'll put the third load there. We'll be back when he shows up. Right about there. A pro. Okay. All right. Before I get cutting, I'm gonna run down to Sully's. First, I'm gonna give his trailer a quick spray for salt because we are in upstate New York, and you gotta take care of your stuff because the road certainly won't. But once I get cutting, I'm not gonna want to stop. So. Alright, we gotta go in the house, dude. Get out of here. Alright, here's a close-up of the wood. Some of it's punky right there, but if you look at the ends, for the most part, it's solid. I didn't pay top dollar for this wood. Actually, I got a pretty good deal, so I'm not worried about it. I was told it's all hickory. I'm no arborist, but this guy right here doesn't really look like a hickory unless it's some kind of hickory I don't know of. So, if you're an arborist and you know more than me, please let me know in the comments what this is. But for the most part, the rest, some shag bark in here, and you know, pretty solid. A lot of the ones that were on the ground are the punky ones and everything. Like, oh yeah, that's pretty much worthless. We'll salvage it. However, got some good wood here, so. All right, so I'm looking at how to attack this, and I'm not exactly sure what the best way is. I thought maybe I'd get fancy and pull the forks out on the tractor, hold each one of these logs up and cut it so I won't be bending over for the next 3 hours. But that would have taken a little bit of planning, which I didn't do, considering I didn't know this guy was gonna be delivering with me. Man, some of this wood is looking a little soft on the outside. I hope it's solid on the inside. So I think everybody knows I'm a playground chalk and tape measure guy, so I'm just gonna run with it. Yeah, we'll see how long I can go till I get fatigued. I'll check back in after a tank of gas. But what I do need to do while I'm doing this is brainstorm. What is my excuse going to be when Keegan comes home, the old ball and chain, and sees us in the front yard? So my best excuse right now is this entire front side yard here was woods. It was all pine trees when I bought the house, and I subsequently tore said pine trees out of the ground. Actually, I'll show some clips of that because I know I got some floating around on my phone. So here you go. Hey, watch the mailbox. My neighbors already hate me. Yeah. I'm trying to get them worse.
That's all right. We're allowed to do work at your house.
Sure are. We're getting a little close to the garage here. I have no doubt in my operator. Oh! So what I think I'm gonna do is, after this pile of logs is a little bit smaller and there's a larger pile of sawdust, I'm gonna feed her a line of some compost. You know, this sawdust, it's gonna rot down, and you know, the grass never grew good here, so instead of buying a bunch of topsoil, this is free. You know, it'll only take, you know, 3 years for it to rot down, and then we'll have beautiful, beautiful green grass. So hopefully I think of something better than that before she gets home. If not, that's what I'm going with. Now, the other thing I thought I'd add quickly was, when you're cutting logs in a big pile like this, and you've got everything marked beforehand, it would behoove you to start cutting the lower logs first. Thinking about all that sawdust I was just talking about, just reminds me that if you start up top, right, I got my saw here, I'm throwing all the sawdust this way. Inevitably, these logs and your pink chalk marks or green mingle markers, whatever you use, they're going to be covered. You're going to be looking for it's going to take twice the time. You're going to be looking for everything you just marked and redoing it. So, learn from my mistakes. Start at the bottom. Yeah, man, that is so light. This whole log is that log's garbage. All right, so just a few logs in here, and tell you what, I'm not impressed with the quality of some of this wood. You can really tell the stuff that is been sitting at the bottom, and this stuff that is solid, because hickory is a very hard wood, so cutting it's not easy. And then some of these pieces, the saw just goes through like butter. Which my trial run from my last video, I grabbed a load, and I probably should have grabbed some of the more questionable pieces. I grabbed solid pieces with bark on it, if you remember from that video, which is probably not my smartest idea, but I did some rough calculations. I think I'm gonna get over 4 full cord with this, according to my calculations. Dropped out of college twice, so we'll see what I actually get, but yeah, I'm hoping to get at least 14 face cords. That is just with all the wood. We'll see how much of that is solid and how much is wood that I'm not wasting my time on. Yeah, a couple of these pieces are just, I'm gonna toss them. So hopefully that turns around. I'm gonna shut the camera off for a little bit, get back to zipping this up, and check back in with you. All right, so what I thought I'd do is pick up all the solid rounds, get them inside next to the splitter, and keep them separate from the questionable rounds, just to see how much we have, and obviously get them out of the way so I can get working on the next stuff. So, if it's heavy, it's going in. If it's light, it's staying out. Come on, boys, grab around. Okay, perfect example. So this right here, heavy. Okay, right? It was on a 10. I couldn't get to the bottom, so this is the perfect use for this. Here, you know what? I'll get this way so you can see. Perfect. You guys can talk all you want about me and my electric chainsaw, but I use the crap out of it. So, it's real handy. There we go. And a lot of this is bad. All right, well, now that I know that a lot of this is trash, shouldn't say a lot, some of this is better than others. That should have been cut again. I think what I'm gonna do is assess the log beforehand. If it's a light log, it's a little punky on it. With a little punk on it, I will I'll take it and set it aside, get through the important stuff, the stuff I know is solid, and then in my spare time, in my leisure, I'll grab the other stuff and see what I could salvage from it. Or else I'll be out here bucking stuff that ain't worth bucking all day, you know? Not good. So I got a good chunk done, not as much as I'd like, but I smoked something on one of these logs, I think a big old chunk of metal. So I'm gonna call it quits for today. All my chains could use a good sharpen, so I think I'll get on that. You guys digging the new wood yard? Hmm? Yeah, you guys like it up there? Your mama doesn't. Go ahead, girl.